Hey y'all, it's Diane with Shawcraft One and my old barn door, and I'm back working on my collages, clusters, whatever you want to call them. So I thought today we could um, add our embellishments to it and hopefully have enough time to get them sewn and maybe finish them up. And then maybe in the next video we'll do just the regular clusters that you put together and staple with a stapler. So I'm just trying to get quite a few made up so that I have them just to kind of grab and, add to a journal as I'm working in one. So anyways, I got a beautiful, beautiful card today from my sweet friend Susie Provine. How gorgeous is this? And I love what this says. All around us at Easter, hope springs to life. Love lifts us up and joy is born anew. All around us at Easter, promises are fulfilled. Thinking of you this blessed season, love in Christ, Susie. Thank you so much, Susie. I love you too. And I am so very, very grateful for you. Susie always sends me the sweetest cards, and she thinks of me on every occasion, and I just love that. And I have never been one that was good at sending cards and things like that. So a lot of times I feel guilty because I just forget to do it, and I don't mean to. It's not that I don't love people. It's just not my cup of tea, I guess you could say. And so I don't think to do it. So I'm so sorry that I stink at it, but and I'm not going to promise you that I'll try to do better because I have never been good at it. So anyways, let's get started with our embellishments on our goodies. And I want to add some fabrics and some laces and some pretties, maybe some of these tapes or some labels or something. I don't know. So let's just get started. I'm going to clear some of these papers off and out of the way so that we can use other things. Okay, so I have this basket that sits in the corner of my desk over here, and it's one of those baskets that if, I have an extra leftover of something or a piece left over of something and I don't know what to do with it, you just chunk it over in the basket. So that's what this basket is, and I kind of need to clear this basket out a little bit if possible. Yeah, see, I even throw little scraps of of just little bitty scraps in there. So anyways, I just kind of need to, try and use this up as much as possible before I move, if possible. So let's just play with some of these things and see how we can decorate our embellishment. This is a piece of the that collaged parchment paper that we coffee dyed. And so see, sometimes it comes, it comes a little loose, but that's okay because I'm going to stitch it anyways. So I thought that would be cute there. I do want to tear the edges of this one though. For some reason, I just don't like the straight edges on that. So let's just tear those a little, and it'll make it a little smaller too, fit a little better on my little piece here. So maybe do that one right there. Whoops. Whoops. I'm just going to put a little glue right there to hold that down until I can get a stitch through it. Okay. Alrighty. And then we have, what else do we have in here? Ooh, these would be cute. These are little pieces of corrugated cardboard that I had made it for a journal cover. And then I didn't like it on the cover, so I'm going to use it in collage. So maybe that piece could go there, but before I do that, I want to put some fabric or something, some kind of fabric or lace. This is pretty. Let's use some of this. Where are my scissors? So this is a good way to use up your scraps. Yeah, let's put that there. And I'm still just going to put a little glue so that it just kind of holds it in place. Not really as a permanent thing. Now, if you didn't want to stitch on these, if you didn't, if you don't want to sew them, I'm going to scoot that over because it's blocking my light. Then of course you could, that's really pretty. You can glue them down really good if you don't want to sew. I'm trying to decide if I want to use this maybe like there. It's just a piece of a napkin that I had left over, but I think that would be pretty right there. So we're going to try it and see how it works. And then put a little extra glue on that one because that napkin kind of needs to stick down pretty good, even though I'm going to stitch it. That's pretty. Whoops, we tore that one. I guess it'll be okay. All right, so I have this pretty lace, and it's, I don't know if you can tell on camera, but it's a really, really pretty light green. So we're just going to use bits and pieces of this. I love how delicate this looks. It's a really pretty, delicate lace. Okay. That might be too long. Well, let's just see where we're going to put it. Probably should have put that on. Let's put a smaller piece on here. Maybe kind of at the top. Yep, let's do that. And then I think that one's going to be pretty close to being finished and ready for stitching. I'm just going to put a little extra glue right there. Okay. It does need kind of something to, maybe a little topper or something, but we'll get to that. All right, let's see what else. I have this pretty little lace. Let's see. I don't want it to overwhelm the cluster, so let's just cut some and do little pieces. That would be pretty there, especially with that doily. We'll just stick him down there. I don't know what that is. That's a little scary. Okay, let's see. Oh, we have some pretty eyelet lace here. That's pretty. I kind of don't want the that. I just kind of want a more squared piece. So, but if I do that like that, that would work there. Okay, and then I have, this was just a very small piece of a little ruffle that was left over. Let's see, maybe he'll be cute here. Okay. I feel like I'm getting somewhere, maybe. This is some pretty leftover pink lace that I had. Let's just cut a piece and maybe put it right here. Literally, I'm doing this so randomly. I mean, you could sit in front of the TV and do this and just kind of lay pieces down. You know, make yourself a little tray to take to the TV room with you. That's not going to stick real good, but if it'll just hold it till I can get it stitched, we'll be doing good. Okay, what else do we have in our little basket? We have this. Let's just use a piece and see what it looks like. Do y'all notice I always tend to go towards the pinks? And I don't do it on purpose. It's just, it's what draws my eye, I guess you could say. We're going to put him right here. And this one, where was I going to put him? Oh, I've put something in the spot where I was going to put him. Let's put him here. So we need a little piece of lace or fabric or something underneath there. What do we have? Let's see. Pull it over here where I can see what's in my box. Or basket. It's actually a basket. Ooh, this one might be cute. This is like a little stamped piece of, it almost feels like canvas. Let's see see what that looks like. I think that'll be cute. Let's just do it. And actually, maybe that piece can go there. Yeah, because it's a little bit bigger. So we need to maybe add something here. Oh, you know what? I have this little bitty strip of leftover, this is chenille pieces. Let's just put the purple one on there. Maybe like that. Might help if we roll our glue up a little so it's not flat. Whoops. Okay, and I love how it has that little piece of lace at the end of it. It's just cute. Okay. I think this one might be done. I might add a flower or something on there, or maybe even a button, but I like the way this one has turned out so far. This one needs like a focal point. This one needs a focal point. This one needs something up here. This one needs some fabric or lace or something pretty. Let's try some of this. And we're just going to put this right here. Okay, we need something to go underneath. Let's maybe just use a small piece of this. And it doesn't matter if you cover something up. Don't worry about it, because you'll still see little bits and pieces of it peeking out. Like, see, you can still see little bits of that. And then we'll put him here. I don't think that's going to work. See if we can put a little bit of this on the back of that. And it doesn't have to be straight either. You can go catty-wonkas with it or whatever. Okay, so we need some fabric pieces for these two, or not that, doesn't have to be fabric, but you know what I mean. I have this little piece I kind of like. Let's do a piece of that there. I don't know if this glue is going to hold that at all, but we're going to try it. Again, if it'll just hold it until I can sew it, we'll be doing good. Might have to put some Fabri-Tac on that one. We'll see. All right, and then this one needs something. It's a pretty little leftover piece of eyelet, little pink eyelet. Maybe if we did that there. And a little piece of this lace this way. Maybe that way. Let's try it and see. Yeah, I like that. Okay. So let's see, that one. We need a focal point for that one. Okay, let's work on focal points because I think we're good with our fabrics and laces. Oh, and you know what I just saw out of my eye? I saved these washi tape pieces off of a package that I got. And I want to add these in here. Maybe we'll put this one. They're sticky, but I don't trust the sticky, so I'm just going to add a little bit of glue. I didn't mean to add that much glue. Good grief, Diane. Okay. I like that. And then I have another little piece here. Let me get this off. Okay. So maybe we'll put this one here. And I think I couldn't get that little piece off, so we're just going to, because it's going to be stitched, so it's not going to come off. So we'll just add that piece right there. Okay, so now we just kind of need some focal points. I'm going to get rid of that for a second. All right, so I have these little flowers. My sweet, sweet friend spent her time in fussy cuts. So many little flowers. Let's see if I can just put them in a little plate. I don't know. I just hate fighting with a little bag. Okay, let's see. So maybe that little flower can go there. I like that. And that one's kind of too big. Look how sweet those are. These would make cute little tucks. That one's too big. That one would kind of be pretty, but again, it's kind of too big. Oh, that's adorable. That would be cute right there. Let's put that one right there. I like that one there. That one's kind of real big. You know what? We're just going to wind up covering up that. I'm going to wind up covering that up probably, but it happens. I want something smaller. I want something small down there. That might be pretty right there. Can y'all see that? Scoot this over. Kind of got you zoomed way in, so. You know what? Let's, we've got plenty with flowers. I've got some butterflies. Let's try some butterflies. Not loving the yellow. I like this little flower. Maybe that little flower could go there. I like that little butterfly there. Some of these butterflies are really big, and then I have some that are smaller. Like, that might be pretty there. Whoops, I'm dropping them. That'd be pretty there. Put him there. Just tuck a little orange one right there. Not sure if that one's too big for that. That's upside down. That one might be pretty right there. Okay, so we'll do some butterflies. What else do we have in our little bag of goodies over here? Let's see. That's too big. Maybe we'll do that and that. I have I'm gonna put a button. Let's put a button right there. That's too big. Oh, I kind of like that one. Okay. Let's see. I'm just digging to see what I've got. That might be kind of cute there. And then we could put like a little button or flower or something right there. Maybe a button. And you don't have to do this part until you get ready, you know, and you know what's going to go on it. You know what I mean? Or what kind of project you're going to put it in. And then you can add your embellishments to it then, if you don't know when you first start making them. I have some of these. Actually, I think we're done. I actually think I like these now. So, I think what we're going to do, we'll just slide this back over out of the way. Okay, I think what I want to do is tear these out. I do need to put like a little tiny tad of glue on the backs of these loose pieces just to make sure that they're in place good. So, let me get this cleared out. Okay, I think that's got it. So I'm just going to put little bitty bits of glue just to hold them down while I tear them out. Sorry, I got quiet on you. I guess I'm in deep thought. I'm kind of enjoying the process. That's what I like about making clusters. You can just kind of sit and, you know, you don't have to think a whole lot about it. You just sit and do it. And it doesn't take a whole lot of thinking effort, I guess is what I'm looking for. I'm going to have to be careful when I tear this one out because that little piece behind it, it just doesn't want to glue down. And that's okay. That's why we're going to sew it. Okay, and then I've got this one. And I think I'm going to wait and maybe stitch that button on. I'm not sure. Oh, I need to put a little glue behind there. I think I've got them all glued down. Okay, so now, and again, they're not together super well, but they're good enough to go ahead and tear them out. So we're just going to tear down through here. And then turn it sideways. Move some of this stuff out of the way. Okay. Okay, so we're going to tear each one out, and I think I do want to tear the edges on them. And I may not tear the edges on all of them, but I do want to tear them on some. There we go. So there's the first one, ready to be stitched. Okay, so I'm going to tear the rest of these out real quick, and I'm going to pause the video while I do it so that I don't take up my whole video tearing, and then I'll stitch them, and I'll come back and show them to you. Okay, so I've got them all torn out, and I stitched them. and added the buttons on these two. So I'm just going to show you how they turned out. I think they turned out pretty cute. Am I not focusing? What is the problem here? Okay, maybe that will fix it. Okay, so there's that one. And then there's that one. Some of them I just did one stitch on, like a straight down, a little zigzag straight down stitch. And then some of them, like this one, I did the zigzag stitch and then I stitched around with a straight stitch, just if I, if I felt like it wasn't adhered good enough, because we did just use glue stick. So, and I did the same thing on this one. You can see how and some of them I just kind of went willy-nilly with it, with the sewing. And this one I did just the zigzag stitch down the center. This one, I did the zigzag stitch down the center. This one's still kind of plain to me, but I'm thinking that once I add it to a project, I can add whatever I feel like would look good. So, I don't know. I just wasn't real inspired with this one. I think this was my hindrance. I think that was, I kept thinking, I don't want to cover that up, but I think I'll add something to it when I put it in a journal. Okay, so this one, I did the zigzag stitch down the middle and then the willy-nilly stitching around it. This is the one with the button. And I did the zigzag stitch and then stitched around. So this one can either go this way or this way, as far as orientation goes. And there's this one. And then there's this one. Again, I did the zigzag stitch and then stitched around just to make sure everything was good and secured. And then the last one was this one. And I really did, you can tell on the back. I kind of went crazy willy-nilly on that one. But it was fun. So I enjoyed doing it this way. But I'm going to do another video and do some clusters the other way that I was doing them, where I was, just putting pieces together and stapling them. And then maybe we can do a comparison and see, which one we like the best. So that is the Rachel way, or she's the one that I saw do it. So I'm going to give her credit, her and Mom. So yeah, there's my clusters. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you have any comments or questions, leave them in the comment box below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for me if you will, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day. Big hugs.